In this video, we are going to talk about Google Analytics 4 to BigQuery Export. We'll talk about what Google BigQuery is, why GA4 BigQuery Export becomes a must-have for web analytics in 2024, what are the benefits you get when set it all up, and how you can get started and apply this inside your business even if you are not a data professional. In just about 12 minutes, you'll grasp the basics and see how simple it can be. Hey there, I'm Yevgen. You are at our Marketing Analytics with AWACS via YouTube channel where we speak all things about marketing, analytics, and data. On this channel, we help you do more with your analytics so you can tell the story of the business success using data. So, if you are all about making decisions based on data, my friend, please subscribe to this channel and enable notifications so you don't miss any of the insights. Today's video focuses on the foundations of GA4 BigQuery Export. Let's dive right in. We will start with defining what Google BigQuery exactly is. Google BigQuery is a fully managed, serverless data warehouse, meaning it stores and processes your data in the cloud. What's the beauty of a data warehouse? It allows users to load, store, transform, and query data using SQL. I went through this so you don't have to, but if you want to learn more about BigQuery as a data lake, I'll leave a link in the description to this video. Integrating Google Analytics 4 with Google BigQuery basically transforms how you handle your web analytics data and reports. Everything. Because when you start doing that, you're not limited with GA4 reporting limitations. We all know GA4 interface is not for marketers anymore. I don't even know who that interface was created for. For me, it was easier to learn SQL than to build a custom report in GA4. And if you want to learn how to get started with SQL as well, check one of my previous videos. I'll leave a link right here. This connection between GA4 and BigQuery enables you to collect raw, 100% unsampled data from your website and store them in the cloud. Each user, each event every user made, with all of the details will be saved and available for analysis. Using this data, you can calculate any metrics, parameters, or indicators tailored to your needs by using SQL or customizable SQL templates like the ones we constantly develop at AWACS. So, why should you enable this BigQuery export for GA4? Well, there are a few of very important reasons. First, I call it data ownership. If you are just using GA4 for tracking, you don't own your data. Google owns it. But if you use BigQuery, the data becomes truly yours. And if you want, you can then send them to another corporate data warehouse in other clouds like Redshift, Azure, or Snowflake. Second, retention period. For instance, GA4 typically allows a user data retention period of 2 months that you can extend to 14 months. But after 14 months, you won't be able to compare your website performance over time, like 2024 to 2023. That's it. You can generate a report for a range of 2 years. Or just if the user first visited your site more than 14 months ago. So that's not just the reporting limitation. It also hurts the accuracy of your user identification. Another acquisition source, wrong acquisition date, no possibility to run cohort analysis properly, and so much more. With BigQuery, there are no limitations for the retention period, because as I said earlier, you own your data. Next, joins. Okay, this data warehouse thing is something that you can use to collect your data from various sources. You can port in data from Google Analytics, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, LinkedIn Ads, your CRM system, offline sales data, as well as other internal systems data. And that's what we at AWACS help our clients with. And with this, you can enrich your web analytics reporting and run way more accurate and more informative analysis on your data. Because how you can analyze sales performance across channels if you are not combining the conversions data from Google Analytics with cost data from your advertising platforms? Look, when you do start warehousing your analytics, it all becomes available for you, without spreadsheets or CSV files. 4. Data sampling. If you have a decent amount of traffic, you've seen this little icon over here, showing that you have been sampled or threshold limit is applied to your reports in GA. That your report is based on 20% of available data just because Google saves on processing costs and providing you less valuable report just to share it faster. In BigQuery, there are no restrictions on this. You always get a report on 100% of available data, unless you want to limit yourself. You will be able to analyze complete data, which means the quality of decisions made will be much higher. 5. Visualization. I've already mentioned about the limitations of GA4 reporting interface. When you have your data in BigQuery, you can use Google Sheets, Looker Studio, Tableau, or Power BI. And most likely, you can use almost any of the BI tools available here on the market. You can build your own reports from scratch or use any of the templates available on the market. I'll leave the one that you can grab right now in the description to this video. Please note, one more little thing here. Yes, I know, you can connect Google Analytics 4 to Looker Studio right now, and most likely, you're stuck when you see that you've exceeded the API quota limitation. There's a classic problem of API-based connections. You won't have any of this with BigQuery to Looker Studio linking. 6. Machine learning. With your data stored in the data warehouse, you can go beyond the surface and apply machine learning algorithms to your data. That's a whole another story. I'll film a separate video about this. So don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications so you get the video about true application of machine learning in analytics for better performance, not just a 3-minute video about using ChatGPT to analyze a simple spreadsheet. And last one, I've got here for you. GA4 BigQuery Export is free. It doesn't mean you should necessarily use it. But it didn't used to be free with Universal Analytics. Only GA4 360 clients were able to do this. So if you're looking for a good value, there is almost no downside. So let's make sure that you start sending data from Google Analytics 4 to BigQuery as soon as possible, because there is no backfill for historical data and you already collected in GA4. Bonus tip here, my favorite one. It's just one of the hundreds of use cases, but you can use BigQuery to set up custom channel groupings. You can apply this to all of your collected data, not just going forward. This was something that was pretty easy to do in Universal Analytics, but now it's more complicated in GA4. But if you want that, if you don't agree with how GA4 sets it up by default, you can manage that in BigQuery and get access to 100% unsampled data that you can play with as you wish. If you want to get a SQL template I personally use for custom channel grouping, just DM me on LinkedIn. Link in the description. So let's get to the ways of how you can get started. What are the ways to collect GA4 data into BigQuery? Basically, there are just a few. 1. Manually, using CSV files. You build a report in GA4, download it as a CSV file, and upload to BigQuery. I don't want even to call this a solution, it's a workaround, it's better than nothing, but it's not the GA4 BigQuery Export. 2. Is GA4 BigQuery Export itself. The setup is quite straightforward. It doesn't require a lot of technical skills, but it requires some to handle. I'll leave a link to our guide with a step-by-step plan on how you can set it up with all of the screenshots and details in the description to this video so you can get started yourself right now. 3. It's for those of you who want to get beyond the surface right now. For those who care about privacy, who want to start with server-side tracking right now, overcome ad blockers, cookie limitations, privacy constraints, and get just the most accurate web analytics data available. It's called OWASP-based streaming. Look, it's not directly a GA4 BigQuery Export. No. But the thing is, you'll get your website analytics data in your BigQuery, faster and exactly in the same structure as the ones from GA4 BigQuery Export. So no additional learning curve. And the setup is way faster. Plus, you'll get more accurate user behavior data in real time without unexpected delays. This is a fully automated approach to data collection. And then, when your data is stored in BigQuery, you can collect events into sessions, attribute advertising costs to sessions, build standard or advanced attribution models, all in just a few clicks with OWASP BI. If that sounds too complicated, just book a call with our solution managers. You can get all of the marketing reports done in a matter of minutes. And there you have it, a quick journey through getting web analytics data into BigQuery. If this video has added value to your journey, please show your support by liking and sharing this video. Leave a comment below if there is something specific you'd like to know more about GA4 or BigQuery. We won't scatter the surface here. In the next series, we'll cover the GA4 Export schema in details. I'll share with you some of the basics and more advanced templates to query GA4 data and build insightful reports. So subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss it. Your engagement fuels my passion to share more insights about analytics. We're here to guide you every step of the way you enable your data. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Yevgen from OWAX, and remember, data always makes sense. So by next time, stay data-driven and keep exploring the opportunities your data brings in.